Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, that's a heavy bag. Yep, that's right. You're looking at it right here. This big old bag is full of a bunch of amazing digital Circus plushies. 5 of them to be specific. And I will be unboxing them right here and right now. Because ever since the last episode came out, episode 6 specifically, came out, the Amazing Circus had this big old nice little sale on all the plushies. They were a little bit cheaper, which means if you got all of them, they weren't as expensive. And that's what me and my mom decided to do. Since we both love Amazing Circus, we decided to go ahead and buy every plush they have. Well, not every plush. There were a few plushes we didn't get, mainly ones like the variations like the Jack and Pomni plush. You know, stuff that we didn't care about getting. We wanted the main characters, basically, that we wanted. And, well, we got all of them. However, as you can tell, this is not all of them. There's only going to be 5 in here because the others are shipping a little bit later. So, basically, you're going to be getting multiple parts to this video. Isn't that cool? But, yeah, even though the video says massive unboxing, mega Paul, blah, 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 it's going to take a little bit until the other ones can come in as well. But, you know, for you, it'll just be instant. But, you know, let's not get to that part yet. Let's not worry about those plushies. They ain't even here yet. Let's worry about these plushies because they're right here in this bag. And we're gonna unbox them, yeah! And also, I know, look, the mess is plentiful. Don't mind the mess, don't worry about it. We ain't here for the mess, we're here for the plushies. Also, we got new scissors this time. Yes, I was told to use these scissors because they might cut through the bag better. But also, as you can tell, they're not the blue ones. Obviously, because they're green, they're a little longer. They got a sharp one you can use to stab someone with. So, I'm not sure how the technique's gonna work with these guys. As you know, we always do the technique. You know, if you've been here, you know what the technique is. So, I don't know if this technique's gonna work with these or not. You know, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try the technique and we're gonna see how it works. Okay. Here we go. Alright, yeah, that was definitely effective. Left a big old hole in it. And I can already see Pomni right there. There she is right there, and I assume the rest are in there as well. So let's go ahead and try and get them out here. Let's get out Pomni first, because she's the one at the hole. Come on. Stop being stubborn, get out of here already! I suppose I'm ripping a hole up here. That's actually probably easier than, hang on, let me just go ahead and quickly, you know, I'm not gonna just take it, I'm just gonna go ahead and just, cut this out off screen, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm running out of explosion memes to throw into whenever I do the technique, so I'm just gonna go ahead and there we go, giant holes in there. Let's go ahead and get them out. Here's Pomni right there. Let's go ahead and get you out. Gangle, you can tell by the masks. Let's see. Gummy Goo, how you doing, buddy? Oh dear, look at Gummy Goo. He's looking big and beautiful. Let's go ahead and get you out. What are you, Zooble? No, it's Jax. All right, here we got Jax. That's my mom's favorite character. My favorite is Caine, and sadly he's not in this one. And last one, there's Zooble and all of her mismatched glorious parts. All right, so let's go ahead and get this bull crap out of the way. Let's just take this and throw it behind us because we don't care about that. We care about all these glorious plushies here. So let's see, who am I gonna open first? I think we open a Pomni first, which, you know, let me just quickly, there we go. I stabbed the bag, don't worry about it, how that works. And here is Pomni. Wow, she actually feels really nice quality-wise. Also, she is gigantic. If I can get her to stand up right here, we'll use Gangle. Sorry, Gangle, I'd use you. I think she's the same size as, yeah, the Golden Freddy. Now, hey, don't be falling on me. Yeah, she's the same size as Golden Freddy here, so, yeah, about 10 inches tall. That's it's a lot. Anyways, let's take a nice quick overview of her. We're going to be doing overviews of these plushies pretty quickly because we got, you know, 4 more to look at. So, let's do a quick overview. There's her dopey little face. Look at how sad she is. Look at how traumatized and sad she is just staring into space. We got her outfit, as you can tell, red and blue. Like red on one side, blue on one side. Pretty nice. There's the back of her. We got the tag. El Boo Boo tag right here. We got her little jester hat because she's a clown jester girl thing and all. There's her tush tag right there. Copyright. We got Caine copyright. Whatever that is in Glitch Productions, isn't that just swell? Yeah, like I said, she's very big and also very good quality. This is a nice quality plush. Like I'm feeling the plush. I'm feeling the plush right now. This is very nice quality right here. This is a good quality. I mean the plush feels really good in my hands. It's like, you know, it's packed pretty well. You know, it's not too hard, but you know, it's like heavy, but not too. You know, you can squish it a bunch. You can go, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like, you know, too squished to where there's like not enough oomph in it. You know, it feels pretty good in my hands. You know what I'm saying? It's not like all like, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to describe it. The point is, this is a good quality plush. This is a good quality plush. 10 out of 10. Now, let's go ahead and move her off to the side and let's get Gangle out next. Sorry about that, Gangle. All right, there we go. So let's take a look at her. Wow, okay, her mask is, her mask looks a little floppy, but you know, it's all good. It's probably because she's been inside that bag for a while. So here's her normal mask right here, as you can tell. So you can have it on either the broken taped up side or just the normal side here. That's pretty nice. I'll put that on her in a second. So let's take a look at this. Oh, okay, that's cool. Her arms are Velcro, so they can come off. That's pretty nice. And is that, her knees potentially are also Velcro? What is that right there? What is that going on there? Okay, yeah, that's really cool. Her, it's like you can make her look like she's like kind of on her knees sitting down, or you can just like unvelcro them and like she's got full on like they're standing up, and also stop velcroing your hands together. What the freak, man? Yeah, her mask is a little, it's a little floppy, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, it's kind of going through, for lack of better words. Her face looks a little, there's her body, as you can tell. It's meant to, oh goodness, it's meant to be the, ribbon. She's literally a ribbon creature with a mask on, so that's what the red is right there. It's all the ribbons. Again, I like how you can Velcro her arms together. It's very nice. I like that. Very nice. And same with her knees as well. You can Velcro to where she's like sitting down or on her knees, or you can unvelcro them to where she's just standing. I think that's very, very cool. So there's a little. All right, so let's see how I can get this on her. I think it's something like this. Let me just, there we go. Look at her. She's all happy and stuff, although her mask is a little broken on this side. But you know what? It still works well. Look at how happy she is. Look at how joyous she is. She's still crying underneath. But you know what? She's happy on the outside, and this. Oh dear. Okay, so I thought maybe the mask would make her head less floppy, and it's kind of less floppy. It does give it more structure to where it's less kind of, but it's still kind of, still kind of flopping in the wind like this, you know what I'm saying? But I guess that's kind of her character in general. Again, she is just a bunch of ribbons, so it kind of makes sense that she would be very floppy all around. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Again, it's still good quality plush, still good quality, still like feeling it, although the inside of this way harder than Pomni was. So again, you know what they say, when the plush is hard, you could probably kill someone with. Yeah, I think Pomni is like the better quality of the two, but this is still really good quality plush. Just wish her neck wasn't so. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we put Gangle to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox Gummigoo now. Go long! And here is Gummigoo, everyone's favorite NPC besides the disappearing guy, who is obviously the GOAT. But here is this disappearing guy right here. We got, of course, Bubble Tags, gonna get that over with. And here he is. First of all, already feeling him. Feels like this is very different. This obviously, right here is printed on. You can tell, like, right here at the sides, this looks printed on. Probably so you can get that nice yellow to green gradient on him, since he's a gummy. He's got that gradient on him. Unlike Pomni here, which, or Gangle, where their bodies are mostly just kind of one thing, so you don't have to do this whole, it's not a gradient, it kind of goes like one half this, one half that, or it's entirely all one thing. This one is a gradient. It goes from yellow to green to that nice smooth transition, so in that case you would have to do printing on it. Again, as I've said a million times on these freaking videos, I don't care about printing, I just care for the plushie. Feels good and looks good, and this plushie does feel good, and it does look good as well. Let's go and take a look at his back there. There's his like nice little back going into his adorable little tail. Got the scales on him because he's like a gator, probably. I think he's a gator or a crocodile. I don't know, depends. I mean, aren't they the same thing? They're not, but here's his hat. His nice old hat right here. Looks like a cowboy's hat. I don't think he's a cowboy. He's a bandit, not a cowboy. Big difference, but still nice old hat right here. It's very nice build. We got this nice little black thing right here. Not really sure what this is, but it feels pretty nice. It's not made out of felt. It's actually a physical thing, obviously. But the hat looks good. A little squish. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to kind of thicken out the hats where it's not so. But yeah, that could probably be done. Again, most of these are probably a little weird, except it's stuck these bags for who knows how long. But yeah, we'll get him out of it. There's his face as well, looking very grumpy, either grumpy or maybe courageous or maybe focused on something. Who knows what it is? Point is, there's also his schnoz, big old schnoz right there, boing boing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, pretty nice plush overall. I definitely think this goes second place in terms of quality so far. I think Pomni goes first, then Gummigoo after her, and then probably Gangle. See, her mask is a little floppy, but still very nice plush. Alright, let's go and put you to the side, and let's go and get Jax. There's a very easy way to do this one. Alright, it's been about a minute, so let's see if the creature underneath my bed has go ahead and release him the bag, and he has. Thank you for creature that lives under my bed. Here is Jax, and yeah, it's Jax. Alright, so let's see. First of all, this leg is a little bit weird. It's kind of like moving to the side, kind of doing a stanky leg move. That's a little weird, so probably have to strengthen that out. You're starting to straighten that out, you know what I'm saying? Fix that up. There's his face. Again, also, there's his face right there, looking off to the side, looking kind of cheeky. He's looking at something to the side. I don't know what he's looking at. Probably the creature under the bed again. There's this big old wide mouth. Look at that cheeky grin on him. Look at that. It's not even a grin. That's just a full-on smile of deviousness right there. My man is ready to do something really devious and malicious and mischievous. Here are his ears right here, because he is a rabbit. Jax is a rabbit, a jackrabbit. I'm not sorry for that joke. Here's his ears, very adorable ears. They are, you can probably hold them by these. That's how, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Again, I'm not going to start things, but there's his ears. Very good quality ears, very nice. Let's take a look.
Where the crap is his tail?
Mama Jax don't got no tail no more. They're moving his tail, man. What the frick? Okay, so this Jax is tailless. There's his feet, by the way. I know you freaks probably like looking at his feet, you weirdos. Here's his overalls that he wears. They are overalls right there. Nice pink overalls going across the side. Here are his gloves. Nice yellow gloves. I like the color yellow, so I like his gloves right here. There's a glove on the other side. Again, it's just gloves. It's just gloves. Yeah, overall, not much to say on Jax. He's not as complicated as these guys here. He's just Jax. There's not much else to explain. I think he definitely gets. I think he replaced Gummy Goo in second place with the amount of quality. His leg is doing a little. It's not doing it anymore, but it was doing something weird. It does kind of feel weird around his overalls, but again, that's because they've been stuck in these Jax who knows how long. I guarantee you, if we just kind of rub them a little bit, shake them up a little bit, I guarantee you they'll start to go back to their normal, like less, stuck in a bag form, and they'll start to kind of, look semi-normal. And there goes though, Jax to the side. Sorry about that, Gangle. And the final one is Zooble, and let's see, what can I do? What funny thing can I do to release you out of your bag? I'm just not sure. There we go. She's been released from her bag, and wow, this just yeah. Anyway, she's been released from her bag, and she looks wrong like this. Like obviously you can mismatch her parts and put her together, which I think is a really cool thing. You can actually put her limbs and appendages on her as you should be able to, because you can do it. She could do in the show. She, toy box character can mismatch her parts and whatever, and that's really cool. But without them, she looks like a potato. Like tell me she just don't look like a potato. She look like a knapsack. How do you put a nap in a sack? Seriously, she just looks like one giant plant stem, a giant potato. How's she gonna move anywhere? All right, that's enough bullying, Zooble. Let's go ahead and attach her limbs, her parts, etc. Let's see. So I assume this is gonna be one of her. It looks like a foot here, but which side should this go on? Should it go here? How the crap is this even gonna connect? Okay, this is interesting. So I thought for a second, because I saw these two over here had Velcro on them, I thought that even this has Velcro. I thought, oh, okay, we're just gonna like have it Velcro on, or maybe magnet on. But no, you actually have to shove the body pieces in there, because then you can remove. That's actually very interesting. I didn't think that's how it was gonna go, but that's actually a very interesting way to go about adding her limbs. But I can't do that on camera, so just give me a quick second. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, it took some fiddling and griddling and schniddling, but I was able to get her pieces on, and it's Zooble! Alright, let's go ahead and, oh my, okay, this is gonna be a tough challenge. I have to be extremely careful with her, and I have no idea if I put her parts in the right area or not, but I think because it's Zooble, it doesn't really matter where you put them, it's just, you gotta put them somewhere. So let's be very careful in how we review her real quick. I like how her body feels. Again, it's very compact, it's very tough. You know what I'm saying? It's not very squishy. You can't really squish it here. So again, just be careful. If you throw this to somebody, you might kill them. Here's her face right here. Let's go take a look at her face. When I was moving these little things in here, I realized that her head feels very different. As you can tell, it's like they got like a box or something and put like the felt around her, probably so they could actually fit in these things inside of her. So that's very interesting. Here's her eye right here, swirly eye. Then here's her normal eye. It's very nice, very nice. Let's take a look at her limbs real quick. We got her left hand here, or right hand. I put this on the left hand because it look more correct. It's a yellow glove with a nice orange limb. This shoe, okay, this shoe does not want to fit in, so we're gonna leave it off. Here's her right hand, aka crab claw. I want to mention the arms. The arms I had no problem getting in. They're very snug. These legs, however, not so much. We got this little purple thing right here. I'm not too sure what it is. Could just be some sort of funny thing that goes near her neck. Could be some sort of other third arm. Who knows what it is. Moving on down to her legs, we got this orange leg right here, the little squindly, dindly, flinly, schnindly one. I do like how you can kind of like, it's very, it's a rope, so you can kind of go, and then boing. It's very funny. This shoe, this leg, however, does not want to work with me. It's a basic, black shoe, black looking boot sort of thing, but it just does not want to stay in this socket. Okay, I just have to shove it in there, pause, but I think I got it to work. So yeah, that leg is finally in there. I must say, I understand, also, there's her little thing on her chest, I'm not sure what that is. I understand the entire point of Zooble is, she's the toy box character, you can mismatch her parts and all that stuff, but I'm gonna be honest, well, I think that's a cool idea and concept. I don't know if it actually works in execution. The arms, I have no issue with that. Purple thing, not sure what it is, but it's not too bad. This has had no issue getting in there as well. But these legs just, they don't look right. And this one just tries to keep falling out. And also due to the fact that you have to shove them in there, I'm afraid something might, they might get snug, or if they're in there for too long, something might start getting messed up with the plush. Man, I hope not. I hope not, but there always could be a chance for that happening. I don't know. I don't mind her. I think she is good quality. Again, all these plushies are good quality, but I think out of all of them, she might be my least favorite. Not that she's bad, it's just I'm not exactly sure how to feel about her. Again, shoving the parts in there and all that stuff. I get that's not part of the character. That's not part of her character. That's how her character works. That's how her body works, and I understand that if you're going to make a plushie of her, you got to include that part. But I think in terms of execution, it could have been done a little bit better, but I'm not really sure how you do something like that, so maybe this is the best they could do. I have no idea. I don't make plushies, so I don't know how this would exactly work. However, I do think it actually would be cool, since we've seen her with more parts in more episodes. I think if maybe every once in a while they released like a Zooble body part bag that had more like Zooble parts, like more legs and more arms and stuff like that came with, so you can really customize her. I think that'd be really cool. They should probably do that, and if they don't do that, That's just a missed opportunity there. Besides, some more merch sales. Besides, Zooble, it's more merch sales, some more money for them, which is definitely what they need. So I'm just saying, it's a cool idea. And anyways, with Zooble review done, I'm just gonna put the like right there. That's the first 5 plushies finished. Now, where the others may ask. Well, it might take a little bit for the others to get here. Like I said, you know, at the beginning of the video, they're ordered in separately. They were ordered separately. So even though we got them in one giant order, they were all ordered separately because boo. But, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, point is, it's going to take a bit for the others to get here. For me, at the very least. For you, though, it'll be in about now. It is the 9th of September, and guess who finally came in? Caine did. At least I'm pretty sure this is Caine. I'm not sure what it would be. There's part of information you don't need to see that. So I'm pretty sure this is Caine. At least I think it's Caine because he was one of the few Amazing Circus plushies that was actually coming by himself and not with the others. And then eventually Bubble as well started coming by herself. And then Caine was also gonna come by himself as well. So I don't know what's happening to the other two, being Rockstar and Spear Guy. If they're gonna be together, if they're also being shipped by themselves, who knows at this point. Point is, it's another plushie, and it's probably Caine. So, let's go ahead and get to opening, because this video is going to be long. I already saw the original. It was about 15 minutes unedited, so with all these add-ons, it's going to be even longer. So let's go ahead and cut straight to the chase. Again, new scissors. Look at these. Whoa, whoa. And let's see. I know the technique worked last time, but will it work this time again? And also depends if I can find more funny explosion videos on YouTube. Alright, here we go. Sorry, take a look at that technique. You didn't see that. The technique never fails. Oh, you gotta love it. So let's go ahead and drag him out of here. All right, you're really gonna be an issue for me too, huh? Just like Pomni was. He's not gonna want to come out at all. No, you're not. Okay, well, you know what this means. Hold on. And here he is, Caine in all of his glory, and I think the technique accidentally got used against him here, and that's totally not because I tried to rip open the bag and forgot that I had to do something funny every time I open it. No, definitely not. It's definitely the technique's fault. Always the technique's fault. So, let's see. How on earth am I gonna go ahead and get you out of here? You know, I had something funny for the others, so I wonder if it backflip. There we go. See, y'all took a little bit of a backflip, and Caine has been freed from his packaging. Alright, let's take a nice look here at Caine, take a nice look at him. It's Caine, the one that we all know and love, at least, or some of us love, and I don't know how many people actually like Caine here, but Caine also, alright, yeah, also I didn't realize that beforehand these actually could open and show stuff inside. So you see, it says Caine there, it's Caine, that makes a digital circus. Anyways, like I said, let's take a nice look at Caine right here. There's the suit that he's wearing, looking all fancy and schmancy and stylish. Take a look at the back, there's the nice little coattails, or whatever you call of the suit he's wearing. There's his legs and his bottom. Again, legs, pants, pretty much legs and pants. Here's his arms. We got his nice little staff right here that he has, because again, he's fancy and all this stuff. There's his gloves. Going to the other side, there's his gloves once again. Again, same as the other hand, but the other side. Also, he got a nice bow tie on here and is actually on and not, printed on. Funko. Sorry, something in my mouth. But yeah, I like this nice physical bow tie right here. It's very nice. Let's go and take a look, though, at his head, aka his mouth. His head and his mouth, sort of. Here's his head / his mouth. There's his nice big old chomping teeth right up there. You know what I'm saying? So you can make him talk like this if you want to. There's his tongue. His tongue shares with Bubble weirdly enough. And there are his crazy eyes. Look at those eyes. Those are some crazy eyes right there. He is losing it. He's going, yeah, he's losing it. There's his top padded. It's a little squished. So let's try and see if we can unsquishify that. Probably not sure. Yeah, that looks a little better. Looks better already. And yeah, like I said, oh yeah, you can also his teeth, his mouth probably looks a little weird. Kind of like Angle's mouth. It's kind of weirdly folded in certain areas, but I assume that's kind of just how it was made. It's how it's gonna look like. There's his tongue, looks normal. There's his eyes. Again, like I mentioned, his eyes look normal. I like how his body feels. I like how, again, much of the other Glitch Production plushies, he's very high quality, very high. I mean, this is a very nice built plush. Again, his head is a little weird though. It feels actually a little bit heavy. It feels like his head got a lot of weight to it. Probably why it isn't fully, balanced. So why it goes, kind of like that. It's still a very quality made plush. Again, I can feel something hard. Again, that's the hard thing is when actually he's popping his head / mouth to do this sort of function here to go looking like that, basically. Because I assume if it didn't have anything to hold up, it just kind of would flop down and that would look really bad. So yeah, that makes sense why it kind of feels like there's something hard in there, as you can hopefully hear that. Again, yeah, I don't really have much to say on this guy. His staff is a little bendy as well. A little bendy as well, if you say. A little bit. I'm gonna stop making the joke. Anyways, yeah, his staff is a little, it's kind of like weirdly bending in a nice, what is that? What angle is that exactly? don't think it's a straight angle. I think it's an obtuse angle. Yeah, that's right. I still know my math. Graduated, and it's been a while since I've done it, but I still know math things. But yeah, I think it's at a nice obtuse angle, if you will. Not fully straight, not fully whatever. And, yeah, I don't have much else to say on Caine here. It's just Caine from the Amazing Dope Circus, and it looks really cool, and, he's very well made. Not my favorite plush that I've gotten so far, but, he's definitely a very cool looking plush. Definitely, for sure, 110%. So, anyways, since we've just finished reviewing Caine, the next one's gonna be up is Bubble. When she's gonna come in, I have no idea. But Bubble's probably gonna be the next one up to review. Then after that is gonna be Kinger, and then probably after Kinger is gonna be Ragatha and Despairing Guy, or vice versa. Whenever each one comes in, we're able to both come together. How am I supposed to know? I have no idea what's gonna happen. But all I do is come in and Bubble's probably gonna be next. Barking spot. That is one rolling package, and I was gonna say it just won't stop, but it did just stop. Yep, this is the next Amazing Digital Circus plushie, and it's probably Bubble because there's no way it could be anyone else. No way. It's way too spherical for it to be anyone else. It's way too rotund, too spherical, so this has got to be Bubble. And besides, I said that it was the next one, so Bubble. Yeet. Also, it's currently September 14th as I'm recording this, so that's neat. And the other Amazing Circus plushie is going to give a little update on them. They're not coming together. They're all coming separately for some reason. The rest of them, that being Kinger, Despairing Guy, and Ragatha, are all coming separately for some asinine reason. I don't know why they're not coming in the same order like we did with the first 5, but no, they just want to be all separate for some reason. I guess they want to all feel special. I don't know. But anyways, so there's going to be no cool, massive unboxings like the first one, sadly. So we're just going to open these up one by one. And so we can open it up one by one. It's time we unbox Bubble from their packaging. So, you know what time it is for. Here we have the scissors, the technique. You already know how it works. Here we go. Oh, that left a massive gaping hole in the side. All right, let's go ahead and get them out of here. I'm saying them because I have no idea what gender Bubble is. I feel like Bubble is female, but I could be very wrong. Get out of the bubble. Get out of the bubble! And here is Bubble in all of their glory. Dear goodness grief, they are definitely, spherical. All right, so here is Bubble. Gonna quickly, try and get them out of their packaging, and oh crap! Whoa, okay, they just rolled off screen, unboxed themselves, and then came out. So here is Bubble. Oh, look at you. You are actually really adorable. Like, this is genuinely probably the most adorable plush. Also, Bubble! That's right, it's a Bubble tag on the Bubble plush. How funny is that? Like I said, this is probably the most adorable plushie here. And holy crap, this is compact. Like, this right here has some weight. Let me try and pick you up. Ugh. Yeah, I can definitely feel the weight inside of Bubble right here. Like, I always say this every once in a while in the plush videos, depending on how heavy they are, but like, if you throw this at someone, you would kill them. Like, this would straight up kill somebody if you threw it at them hard enough. So, don't do that. Anyways, enough talk about killing people with plushies. Let's take a nice look at Bubble here, because I keep saying they're adorable, because they are. Let's take a look now. So, first of all, here is Bubble. There's their nice, gaping, gigantic maw right there. Look at that sharp teeth right there, ready to just someone very safe. Let me put my hand in here. Anyways, aside from that, there's their eye, or at least one of their eyes, looking adorable and kawaii as ever, and there's the other eyeball as well. Let's take a look at their nice tongue right here, which, as it said, probably has multiple diseases on it, so I probably shouldn't be touching this with bare hands, but you know what? I'm built different, so I'll be fine. Anyways, like I said, here is their tongue. Nice, long, red, elongated tongue, as you should. The same tongue that they share with Caine. And, yeah, also, when it came to the packaging, the tongue was actually folded up, because there's Velcro in there, because you can put, there's Velcro up here, so you can actually kind of do something like this, and, let's see if I get it correctly. This is probably doesn't do with one hand. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now their tongue is, well, it was folded for like half a second. There we go. See, now their tongue is folded into themselves because of a little funny thing you can do. See, right here is a, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is a magnet. That is a hard magnet right there because Bubble did not come alone. No. Bubble also, stand up, soldier. Bubble also came with this sensor bar that they have because you can put it right on their mouth. And holy crap, this sensor bar is gigantic. Like, I'm not really sure what else you could use this for besides just Bubble. Like, you can't really use it for the other guys. This would cover up like their entire face. But yeah, here is the sensor bar. You can connect the magnet right there to this magnet right here. And oh, look at that. Bubble is now being censored because they're saying horrible, disgusting, awful stuff that nobody should ever say. And we know Bubble's kind of a potty mouse. There's no wonder they had to come with the sensor for this. But yeah, there's Bubble being censored. I'll go ahead and take that off their mouth so they can speak to their heart's degree now. Unvelcro their tongue as well. Just gotta, come on, there we go. All right, nice. So yeah, this is the Bubble plush. I don't really have much else to say. I always say this everywhere, but I don't really have much else to say because it's Bubble. It's very simplistic plush, but it's very well made plush. This might be my favorite plush out of all these. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the plushes so far, but there's something about Bubble right here that just is so majestic and so horrifying and so spherical that I gotta say, I think out of all my plushies right now, they might be my favorite. I mean, it's so well done. It's peak. It's peak. I'm sorry, this is peak. This is what peak right here looks like, okay? This is just... It's a peak plush. It even comes with a sensor bar. I mean, that's extremely awesome. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have to do that, but they did anyways. So, yeah, I gotta say, Bubbles, definitely, like I said, that's not my favorite plush of the Dynasty Digital Book. Wow! But I thought I would've, oh my! As I was trying to say before my mouth just stopped working, they are my favorite Amazing Digital Circus plush of this current moment. And, yeah, it's Bubble. It's just Bubble. It's just Bubble. So anyways, that's the Bubble plush review and unboxing done, and I think the next plush is probably going to be Kinger, aka the best character. So if that plushie is not as good as his character is, I'm gonna riot. So fellas, this might be the next best plush we've ever unboxed on the channel, because you best believe it's Kinger. Yep, that's right, Kinger. This should be Kinger. He was the next one to come after Caine and Bubbles, so this is probably Kinger. In fact, I guarantee it's probably Kinger. I can feel like the top here, it's Kinger, that's for dang sure. Also, this actually did not come today. It actually came last night, but I decided not to box it last night because it was already late, so, yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, there's no way it cannot be Kinger. Kinger was the next one to come in, so this has to be Kinger right here, and if it's not Kinger, I'm gonna riot. Yeah, I was serious when I said that. I was serious when I said that last time. So, you already know what's time for. Technique, yada, yada, yada. I've already said this a million times. Here, wait, my freaking leg was in the camera. Here we go. Yeah. And as usual, the technique makes it easy to get into this bag. Thank you very much. I'm really hoping I am able to find enough explosion meme videos for that technique, because if not, then that's going to be very awkward every time I do it. But, it's no big deal. And here he is. Oh, look at that. It's Kinger's body. It's Kinger himself. Look at him. Oh, look at how glorious he is. Even just in his bag, I can tell that he is absolutely glorious. Let's move this bullcrap to the side, throw it behind me. And here is King. Well, Kinger isn't here yet. He's still in the bag, which, you know, as usual, we gotta do something different every time we open up. So what am I doing this time? You know what I'm saying? And well, I realized that when I went up the stairs, I realized I felt some weird disturbance in the force around it. So I think what I can do, so I just take this with me. Just go all the way out here. Don't mind the mess. Don't mind the mess. So I just take this all the way out here, and I drop it in the stairs. We might get Kinger. So let me just... Yeah, I don't see him anywhere downstairs. So let's see. Maybe he's back in my room potentially. Let's go and quickly see. And oh, would you look at that? I was absolutely correct. And here is Kinger, aka the best character from Amazing Circus. Do not at me. He's the best character. I will not hear otherwise. And yeah, his plush looks pretty awesome. So, as usual, let's take a nice quick look right here. Also, first of all, Bubble. God always has the bubble tag. Always have the bubble tag. So, let's take a nice look here. So, let's take a look at this nice, goofy, adorable face right here. We got the king piece as well, because he is Kinger. He is a king piece from chess, obviously. We got his eyeball and his other eyeball just, you know what I'm saying, staring off into space. No thoughts behind those eyes whatsoever. He's not, no thoughts. And let's move on down to his body. We got a nice robe here. It's a nice purple robe with the nice furry little aspects to it. Not really sure what you would say this is, but it's nice and fluffy. It's very fluffy. This is like very, very fluffy. It feels like I'm petting a cat or something. And then we move on down to here, which is not his stomach. He's not pregnant. I repeat, he's not pregnant. He is rather just sitting in a nice fetal position, because I guess they found it easier for him to sit in this position since everyone else is kind of sitting as well. And due to how long he is, it's probably hard to get him to sit normally. So yeah, he's in the fetal position right here. And there are his hands, no arms, just hands, because he got no arms, but only hands. So I'm not sure how that works, but again, it's a Digital Circus, nothing really makes sense. Just realized he kind of looks like the letter L if you really think about it. Take a nice look up right up here. Here's again that part of the chess piece that makes him signified as the king, because he's the king. He's Kinger, yes sir. And yeah, also there's his where his area, I guess, is where his feet would be. That's where like his feet would be if he had feet, but he doesn't have feet. It just goes into the outfit. And honestly, Kinger, actually Kinger, I don't think we've ever actually been told if Kinger has feet or not. So I guess he canonically doesn't have feet thanks to this plushie. That's cool to know. Yeah, don't really have much else to say sadly on Kinger, which really sucks because I love Kinger. He's generally my favorite character from Amazing Digital Circus, but sadly don't really have much to say on him as much as I would like to, because well, it's Kinger. I don't really need to explain anything about Kinger. Kinger is Kinger. That's really all you just need to say. But yeah, I like this plush. I like this plush a lot. Definitely my favorite plush of the lot so far. And I say so far because we've got two left: Disappearing Guy and Ragatha. Disappearing Guy should be next, and Ragatha should be the last one. Which again, I don't know why they all come together, but I mean, whatever. Also, this is a part of him that we didn't look at. The back of the head. That's the back of his head. There's the back of him as well. I guess if you were curious, that's what it looks like. But yeah, it's Kinger, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kinger, and you best believe I'm going to use him in something. Because I was thinking I've already used him for plushies in my series anyways, but I'm definitely using Kinger in something. I don't know why I'm going to use him, but I'm going to use him in something. Because he's Kinger, he deserves all of the respect possible, and all of these is possible because he's goated. He's awesome. He's amazing. And also, I realized I forgot this part of the robe as well that came down here. This nice fluffy part is here as well, which then comes down to here, because again, he's sitting in a nice fetal position. Again, it looks like an L, and actually, if you flip that down, he looks like a Waluigi. And we'll go back to the clock plush video, if any of y'all saw that, which if you didn't, go watch that right now. What are you doing here? But yeah, it's Kinger. It's the Kinger plush. It's all I can really say. It is the Kinger plush. And yeah, next should be Disappearing Guy, and then after him is Ragatha. So we're finally getting closer to the end of all these Mixed Dish Circus plushies. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. Yep, here he is, Disappearing Guy himself. Yep, Disappearing Guy has finally arrived very quickly after Kinger, and it seems like Ragatha's probably also going to be here sometime this week as well, so we're getting ever so closer to having all the plushies finally. Ragatha's just the last one, because Disappearing Guy's finally arrived. Now, I know it's Disappearing Guy because it literally cannot be anyone else. Okay, Disappearing Guy was shipping after Kinger. Ragatha, we were still pending on her, so it has to be Disappearing Guy, literally no one else. And also, I know his name is Disappearing Guy, but if he's not in this bag, I'm gonna riot. I say that because he might have disappeared out of the bag before he got here, and if that's the case, then Glitch, I want a refund, but if that doesn't happen, then I'll keep him, because, you know how it is. So anyways, enough yapping, let's go ahead and do the technique. As always, here we go. That left open a big hole in there. Technique is always successful, never fails. And let's go ahead and bring him out of his packaging. Let's do it the easier way. Let's just kind of, yeah, there we go. Throw this crap to the side, and here he is. Here is the one and the only Disappearing Guy. Like, this is the first time I've seen this, but yeah, it says, warning, to avoid suffocation, keep it away from children and babies, because you should not have bath bags around them, because they will do terrible things. So, as usual, I'm gonna do something very funny, get this thing out of here, and, what? Where'd it go? Hey, what the? Oh, come. Okay, look, I understand it's Disappearing Guy, but I didn't think the plush would disappear too. Where the heck did he go? Oh, that was unexpected. Yeah, Disappearing Guy, here he is. Wow, he made, what the heck is on the back here? Oh, wow, it's actually a unique tag. It's not Bubble, it's a Disappearing Guy tag. That's pretty cool. Oh, say that's funny. It says, I'm trying to say the Star Spangled Banner. Disappearing Guy Limited Edition. All right, that's pretty cool. It's got a unique tag. I like that. Limited Edition plus a unique tag. Man, I wonder if the Angel had a unique tag. Oh, I'm never gonna know though, because I didn't buy them. And yeah, let's take. So yeah, here's Disappearing Guy, and he's very red. I mean, it makes sense. He's very red in the series as well. So let's take a nice quick look at Disappearing Guy here. What? Where did you? Oh my dear, are you kidding me? He disappeared again. Are you? Come on, I have to review him somehow. What the heck?
He's not under here, and neither is the weird creature that ate Jax out of his packaging. I gotta figure out where he went.
End up in the FNAF plushies anywhere? No, he's not in here either. What the frick? Maybe he's over here in this mess of pigs. No, doesn't look like it. Maybe he's somewhere in this mess. I don't want to make a mess here though, but I don't see him. Let me dig down here. Maybe I can feel him. All right, yeah, I can't find him. Shoot, where the fork did he go? He's not up here. He's not on my bed. He's not on these shelves. Where the frick did he go? Ugh, well, this kind of sucks. Yeah, I can't review him if I don't have him because he disappeared again. Shoot, I don't know what to do exactly. Pomni? Gangle? Gummy Goo? Jax? Let's see where they are. There they are. Zooble. Hopefully they can stand up. Or not. Caine. Bubble. The Goat. Kinger. Crap. Disappearing Guy, who, yes, I did manage to find, so that's good. Hopefully he doesn't try something again. This is every single Amazing Digital Circus plush that I've unboxed throughout the course of this video. And the fact that I'm showing everyone here should mean something because just today, the final one came in. In this bag right here is the one and only Ragatha, because she's the last one missing from here. I'm not sure why she decided to take longer than the others, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. Better late than never, I say, because if it was never, then I'd argue a refund. But luckily it was never, so today we're going to be unboxing her, and this will be the end of the giant Amazing Digital Circus unboxing video, which I can only imagine how long this is going to take to edit. But you know what? It is what it is, as we say. It is what it is. But without further ado, it's time to release her from her bag, which she's probably suffocating in. So we can't have that now, can we? No, we cannot. Oh, Technique, I hope you can do me well one last time. I know I've been using you a lot, Mr. Technique, but you know what I'm saying? You haven't failed me now, so you haven't failed me before, so don't fail me now. And a big old hole is open right there. Thank you, Technique. You never fail, though I probably should find some other way to open up the bags, because that is getting a little stale, but you know what? Like I said, it is what it is. And let's go ahead and get Ragatha out of there. Oh, there we go. You know what it's time to do? You can just take that, I guess. And here she is, but still in the bag, which you know we can't have, so it's time to do the funny opening that I always do for every single plush.
One hour later.
2,000 years later.
I'm just having some slight difficulties. Believe it or not, you're not supposed to open these bags with one hand only. And yes, I know I did just clamp the bag with my feet, but that gave me a better chance to open it. There we go, and I'm not grabbing the tops of that. I'll just grab her out from under here. Come on. Come on, I really don't want to grab the top of the bag. There we go, and now she's free, and look at her, she's adorable. All right, let's go ahead and grab the bow crabs and move it over to the side. My disgusting feet touched that, so, you know, I'm gonna have to burn that later. But here is Ragatha, and, wow, it's nice looking plush. Her skirt's being messed up. Come on, why is that skirt messed up? Stop being your skirt messed up. Also, yes, bubble. So here is Ragatha, and also the first thing I want to notice is her hair is going crazy, much like I think she's the only person that has actual, like, hair that isn't, like, restricted at all. She actually could just roll like the wind, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, but it needs to get some face salons. Let's go and fix that. And yes, it does indeed look like red licorice. That's very funny. Matter of fact, can I take a bite out of it? Okay, yeah, no, that does not taste good. Moving on from the hair, we got the bow, and they're very nice looking. Bow looks like a Minnie Mouse type Daisy Duck sort of, a more Minnie Mouse with the bow on the head with all the hair nonsensical nonsense right there. So it's pretty nice. Moving on to her eyes. Again, we got our normal eye, and then we got the button eye, which is, again, an actual button, which makes sense because it's an actual, you know, button in the series. Again, look at that. You see? Difference from there, right there. Material difference. That's nice. We got our triangle nose. We got our nice smile across. How very wholesome. She's a very positive character most of the time. Moving on down to her dress, her outfit. It's, you know, all torn up and looks a little, you know, raggedy because, you know, she is, you know, Ragatha. Got little patchwork stitches on there. Like the dress has been messed up before and had to get fixed. That's pretty nice right there. Got these nice little things that come across the arm. I'm not sure what they are, but it looks really cool. Moving on down to her legs. Yep, those are her legs. I'm trying not to look at her skirt because that's weird. Yep, legs. I got her black shoes and or feet. I'm pretty sure these are meant to be shoes though. Moving on down, there's her hands. Pretty basic looking hands, but again, she's, you know, a doll, so it makes sense they're basic. And yeah, this is a pretty, oh, also you can see look at that little red undertone here because of the hair that comes down the back. Of course, nice little thing right there is. Again, her hair really does look like licorice. Well, it looks like licorice from the front. Towards the back, it's strandy, but towards the front, it's just licorice, which again, okay, yeah, don't eat that. It's a terrible idea. It tastes disgusting, but yeah, also, again, another look at her dress. She got like the little white things coming off the sides. Again, I don't know what those are. I'm not a dress guy. I'm not a clothes guy. I don't understand what these tones are, but it looks really freaking cool, okay? It just looks cool. Also, there's a bag fur. Just felt like showing it off because, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? I have difficulty explaining how cool these plushies are. I mean, they're really all cool, but after a while, it's like, how do I describe these fellas? But yeah, it's Ragatha. Very nice looking Ragatha plush, and yeah, just a really quality made Ragatha. This actually does feel really, like, all these plushies are good quality, but this feels like really good. I can't explain it. For some reason, she feels like really good quality, like more quality than a lot of these others. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, she just does feel really, oh my god, she fell out her hands because, you know, the momentum of gravity, I was holding her like this, but her head's a little heavy, so she went flying that way, which again, her head, very heavy, so, you know, maybe you can't throw this at someone, but you can use her like a bat, so if you just, you know what I'm saying, you might be able to do some damage there, give someone a concussion, maybe a mesothelioma, you never know. But yeah, here's one more good look at Ragatha. There's Ragatha right there, looking all beautiful and pretty and adorable like she is, and yeah, for being the final digital plush I've gotten today, it's pretty good plush to end off with. Now to find where to place her, hang on, let me just quickly grab Pomni because you're kind of in the way here. There, gotta do a little bit of rearranging. Sorry, Gangle, you're getting covered by Pomni there, but you know, you gotta deal with it. So here is literally every single amazing digital Circus plush that has been unboxed this entire time. You got Pomni, you got, where's it, Gangle, Gummy Goo, Jax, Zooble, Caine, Bubble, Kinger, Disappearing Guy, and Ragatha all the way in the back there. So I guess now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about, I guess, what I thought of all the plushies overall. I thought all of them were great. I mean, genuinely, no joke, these are amazing plushies right here for like, what was it, 30, 20 bucks? I think we got them on sales. I'm not sure how much it was, but for the prices they were, they're actually pretty high quality, a lot bigger than, you know, I think most people would expect. They're like almost the same size as Big Flop. I think they're bigger than Big Flop, but they might be the same size as Bucky's back there, which is definitely big, but honestly, for plushies this quality, I don't really mind it. You know, a lot of them, like I said, great quality of, which again, you know, makes sense. A lot of them are just, you know, very
what's I'm looking for? They're very well... What is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't find the word for a point is they mimic their characters. They reference the characters so well, and they're super well made. And, you know, it's just, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, when did he disappear? Seriously, he was right there beforehand. Where did he go? Where the fork did he go? How did he just disappear all of a sudden? Oh, come on! Oh, it's gonna take forever to come back for him. Okay, I think if anyone gets to be Circus Plush, I just need you to know sometimes he might disappear, so... I mean, I guess it makes sense, but that's kind of annoying, because now I gotta go find him again. Okay, aside from him disappearing all the time, I think all these plushies are fantastic and great, and I'd say that if you wanted to buy any of them, you definitely should. However, again, I got them on sale, and buying all of them was way too much money, so I'd say if you wanted to buy all of them, just make sure you have the spending cash, and if you don't want to do that, maybe don't do what I did. Don't do this. Is very expensive, but definitely was worth it in my personal opinion. And yeah, I mean, if you see any here that you like, I said pick them up, and if you're crazy enough like me to buy all of them, make sure you got the spending cash on hand. Okay, don't go bankrupt out here for a bunch of digital circus, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was the very long amazing Digital Circus plushie unboxing extravaganza. And I don't know what's next for Planet unboxing. This might be the biggest one I will ever do, if not ever. I don't think it'll ever be usurped. I think this will just be the biggest one I do. End comments. So, yeah, I don't got much else to really say here. I don't know what's next for plush unboxings, but I will say, probably won't be as big as this ever again. No, sorry.